We're taking a look here at cylinder power, and let's go through our example here. It says a cylinder is required to move a 10,000 pound load at a velocity of 3 feet per second. What is the output power? Alright, so if we want to look at our horsepower output, okay, we'll go standard in this case. It is force times velocity divided by 550. Okay, we don't have to do any conversions here. We have our force and we have our velocity. So this one's just a nice plug and chug. So this is going to be 10,000 pounds times 3 feet per second divided by 550. And in this case, we are going to end up with 54.54 horsepower. Let's take a look at our next example here. We have a cylinder that's required to move a 3,500 pound load 20 inches in 3 seconds. What is the output power? Alright, the first thing, we have a distance and we have a time. That should automatically signal in your head, I need to calculate velocity. Remember, velocity is distance divided by time. In our case, we have 20 inches divided by 3 seconds. So we get approximately 6.67 inches per second. But that's not a good unit for us. Remember, we need to be in feet per second for velocity. So in this case, we have to take our 6.67 inches per second. And remember that in 1 foot there is 12 inches. Okay, inches is going to cancel out here. And when we do the division, you should get 0.555 feet per second. So now we have velocity in a good unit here. And we're going to calculate the horsepower output here. We have the force, that's 3,500 pounds. We calculated the velocity, and since we are in standard, we're going to divide by 550. So in this case, 3,500 pounds times 0.555 feet per second divided by 550, okay, is going to give us our 3.54 horsepower. So when we have a problem in this case, distance, time tells us, alright, I got to get the velocity. Make sure our velocity is in the correct units. Once we're in the correct units, we can simply plug into the horsepower equation if we know our force.